Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended, and I wanted to show you one of the most overpowered, underused things in all of Ark that people literally just forget about on a regular basis when they shouldn't. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use them, what they do, and when the situation should be in order to use them, and that's the consumables of Ark. People kind of just blow them off to the side for some reason. The people that are really high tier end game, play this game a ton, PvP players know how to use these properly, but most people don't. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. If you don't mind, smack that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and then consider subbing to the channel. I'm getting close to 100K, and that's been my dream. So anyways, these are all of the major consumables inside of Ark. There are a total of 14 of them, and there's 15 in case you include some of the other ones, but they all will give you something super special. Now you can activate all of them. You can see that I can activate that and change my everything. But if you activate all of them, you actually get a big change on your screen. You can see that because I drank the beer, I'm going to end up with a special buff, and they all give you something awesome. So you can see that the Shadow Steak Saute, if I actually use it, is going to give me insulation and actually steady your aim. So if you have weapon sway when you're using a sniper rifle or a long neck, eating a Shadow Steak Saute will help you a ton because it's going to basically make that non-existent. Now it's one of the shorter ones when it comes to the actual consumables, but in PvP tribes, you pop one of these and it makes sniping much easier to do. Now, the next one down, Lesser Antidote. If you've been eaten by a diseased leech, you can actually cure it, or if you have mega rabies, you can cure it. You can see certain lesser diseases. This antidote will basically prevent you from dying, and it'll actually undo those diseases, which can be very useful. Now, Lazarus Chowder. People think that this is something, no one ever talks about this. Actually, if you pop a Lazarus Chowder, not only is it great for PvP, but it's also useful for PvE because it increases your stamina recovery to quickly increase your stamina, and it also reduces your oxygen consumption. So if I was to run like this right here, you can see me cruising around. I'm actually losing stamina right now because of the beer, but if I go in the water while I have this on, you're going to notice that my oxygen barely goes down. Now, the cool thing about this one is with the Lazarus Chowder, you can basically use it for 10 minutes, which means you can survive underwater for 10 minutes of real time without having to come up for air. Super freaking useful. Now, though it's an awesome one, it's not necessarily the best. This is one people forget about all the time. The Broth of Enlightenment is not very hard to make, but you can see you will gain insane increased experience, right? So 1,000 seconds, or that's what I have left. So about 1,300 seconds of bonus experience, which is a huge boost, especially if you pop one of these, do a note run or kill some things or something like that. It gives you a huge advantage in Ark. You can see that stamina going up really quickly because of my this Lazarus Chowder. Now that's the Broth of Enlightenment. The next one, Bug Repellent. You can actually take this and avoid any creature because it actually reduces your area that you impact. So if you were to take one of this and wear a ghillie suit, you can walk 2 or 3 feet away from most dinos in Ark and they're not even going to know you're there. Now, again, Bug Repellent, awesome, right? Kalian Soup is another one of those ones that's so underused it's almost funny. It gives you hyperthermic insulation and actually reduces the amount of water you drink. So if you're PvPing or running around a lot, having some of this will actually give you more ability to run and less ability to lose water, which is huge. So having some of that around is very important. Another popular one, I'm going to go ahead and take another one because it's just going to run out right here. But the Battle Tartar, one of the ones that doesn't last nearly as long, but it is incredibly useful. It gives you massive boosts in melee damage and your run speed and stamina regeneration. However, it consumes extra food and water, and then you lose health a little bit while you're using it. You'll notice that it hasn't really gone down that much because I've got all the other buffs, but notice how big of a speed boost that I get in order to actually run. It's 2 or 3 times faster than just a normal sprint speed. So you get a massive boost from that. So now we've gone over the Battle Tartar. The other things that exist that we haven't talked about yet. Did I even take an Enduro? Okay, well, I can take an Enduro right now. An Enduro stew, it allows me to have stamina recovery, and it also gives me a boost in melee damage as well. Huge thing. I'll show these in individual videos and when to use them, but you can obviously see when that would be nice to have access to. So I think that my free Akure is activated. If you were to take a Mind Wipe tonic, it would allow you to reset all your engram points. People mostly know about that one because it's a popular one, but this one, Beer. Beer actually causes a reduction in incoming damage by a significant amount. You will hear PvP tribes say, I'm going to do a beer run. And all that means is they drink a beer jar and they run at turrets and either rocket or C4 them because they take substantially less damage when they are moving towards turrets, which is a huge, huge, huge advantage. So yeah, this is one of the most underused things inside of Ark because of the fact that you can basically have access to any of these at any point in time. People forget about how valuable they are because you can literally pop all of these and just have constant boosted stats. Now, it is kind of expensive to make some of them. However, you can use them in combination with getting some crazy stats. I mean, look at my move speed. I'm not losing any health. I'm losing almost no water, no food. My stamina is not even going down as I sprint, right? So I'm sprinting down the beach and my stamina is not even dropping. That's some of the powerful things and people just forget to use them. Consumables are incredibly broken and I highly encourage you to start using them to just at least look at them because it makes a major difference between the experienced players and people that are still new to the game because using these super, super useful. So hopefully this quick video helps you out. And other than that, teach.